grandfather Siggy, born 79, in Skagafjord, a life's early sign. Father Kristjan gone, consumption's cruel hand. Bad luck in Iceland, across the cold land. Fjord ice held fast, no fisherman's plea. Poor hay crops failed for all eyes to see. Sheep sold for survival, a desperate call. New lands overseas to stand strong and tall. Oh, a day in the life on Lake Winnipeg shore, a lifelong affair forever and more. From Iceland's hard journey to Canada's embrace, a fisherman's spirit finding its place. Siggy's mother, seeing with a heavy heart's pain, agreed to adoption through sunshine and rain. Hannah's and Ingeborg, a childless pair, took little Siggy with love and with care. 4 years old and accustomed so old, never saw his mother a story untold. From Skagafjord by sailboat they'd glide to Reykjavik's harbor with nowhere to hide. Weeks they would wait with possessions all sold, locals unpleased, a story of woe. Say in the life on Lake Winnipeg shore, a lifelong affair forever and more. From Iceland's hard journey to Canada's embrace, a fisherman's spirit finding its place. Steamship company helped with supplies for the way. To Scotland they sailed for a brighter new day. Canadian government subsidized and so grand. Friends lost at sea, buried in sand. Grandfather Siggy to Father Ted told of friends wrapped in sheets, a story so cold. Be quiet, they'd whisper to child's simple plea. The harshness of travel for all eyes to see. Quebec City arrived, a new journey began. 1,500 miles, part of their plan. Day in the life on Lake Winnipeg shore, a lifelong affair forever and more. From Iceland's hard journey to Canada's embrace, a fisherman's spirit finding its place. Coach to Winnipeg in one single day, rest in immigration sheds, then off on their way. 60 miles by boat down the Red River's flow to Gimli, New Iceland, a welcoming glow. 3 miles by oxen to homestead so new. North of Gimli with Skipalack in view. Ship's harbor, they called it, a small flat-bottomed skiff, cautiously fishing, defying each whiff. Siggy entrepreneurial, tried many a trade. Commercial fishermen at 12 unafraid. Settlers and supplies on return, fishing wood. Winnipeg's homes heated, understood. Tens of thousands of pounds, a bounty so vast. Pick her fish to last. Hanson cab driver for Bartle and Sons, clerk at Turgeson's till the day's setting suns. Contract mail hauler, a proud busy man, from Cavalier to Riverton, part of his plan. Queen Victoria and President, he worked for them both. A letter from 97, historical growth. A quick learner, adaptable in all he would try, but the lake held his heart beneath the vast sky. Fisherman, boat owner, then station so grand, CPR extended across the wide land. Settlers and supplies on return, fishing wood. Winnipeg's homes heating understood. Tens of thousands of pounds of bounty so vast. Pickerel, sturgeon, whitefish to last. In spring of 41, the goldfield did roam, towing gas boats northward, far from their home. A mothership sailing, so steady and true, stopping to offer coffee for the crew. Sandwiches handed, a moment of grace on Lake Winnipeg's waters, in that vast open space. The practice was common, a routine so clear, dispensing warm comfort, banishing fear. A great catch indeed, a story so grand, from the depths of the water to a helping hand. A brother returned from the lake's icy hold, a mystery unfolding, a tale to be told. In one of the lead boats, the Jarnison pair, on their way to George's Island without a care. Two brothers together on that watery quest, each in their vessel, putting skill to the test. At the end of the line, two fishermen lay, hunkered down in their house from the wind and the spray, seeking some shelter from elements wild. A moment of quiet the Jonathan brothers safely around, clinging on tightly from cold, watery grave. He'd fallen overboard, a life he would save. When the goldfield had started, after lunch had been served, he'd slip from the deck, his balance unnerved. The buoy stacked high, a quick, desperate grab. Into the lake with him, no time for a jab. Suppose you brought coffee, the fisher then said, as he hauled in the shivering from watery bed. A moment of humor in peril's cold sting, a great catch indeed, a new song to sing. You'd have figured his brother would have noticed him gone, but a buoy and a hand brought him back to the dawn. High on a limestone cliff, 20 feet above the spray, our fort stood hidden, watching Humbug Bay. By a balsam and birch and red willows grace, a commanding view from our secret place. In 41, the year of the war's distant plea, we were more than just kids, for all eyes could see. Affy said, look out, for the fish inspectors might not see the RCMP and the taxman in the light. Oh, the assault on Humbug Bay, a drama unfolding slow. The fish inspector's boat, a shadow down below, with nets stashed deep and whispers in the air, a cat and mouse game beyond all compare. To us, a warship from Germany's dark shore, we planned daring rescues and craved something more. But for fishermen's livelihoods, a serious affair. Small fish in the nets, a reason for despair. 4¼ inch mesh, the law declared so loud. But Dad said, you're killing the future from the crowd. He argued with biologists with wisdom clear and true. The big ones make the babies, this law will undo. Oh, the assault on Humbug Bay, a drama unfolding slow. The fish inspector's boat, a shadow down below, with nets stashed deep and whispers in the air, a cat and mouse game beyond all good. The small boat approached, hugging the shore's bend. Men hunkered down low, their intentions to send. We raced to tell Affy of the enemy's plight. Fishermen scurried in the fading light. Nets disappeared in the forest's deep embrace. The inspectors landed with grim superficial grace. They seized what they could, then came to the land to talk with my father with a friendly, firm hand. Kristjanson, my father's best friend in the fray, pretended not to know about the nets in the bay. We kids stood ready to disembowel their kind, but Dad had a better plan, a piece he would find. Come in for dinner, he offered with a smile. Mother's cooking awaited, worth every long mile. They ate with respect, as Dad wished them to be, and for a while after, they left us in glee. Back to the fort, our adventures to chase. Another day conquered in Humbug Bay space. That same passing parade in Gimli's fishing town, the music kept playing, though faces wore a frown. The law and the fisher forever entwined, a struggle for survival for all August 40, sun so bright on 3rd and Lady of the Lake. Robert and I a happy sight for Aunt and Uncle's sake. Hannes and Sophie beaming wide, their dream home 97. A train would pass right by their side, a glimpse of earthly heaven. Nothing much stirred in Gimli's pace, but that train, slow and true, brought news and life to this quiet place, a welcome daily view. Depression's grip, it held us tight, unemployment's weary stare, but a spur-line dream, a beacon light to ease the burden there. From harbor's edge to market's call, fish by rail a quicker way, saving hours standing tall at the close of every day. Goods for the north, a journey grand, across the waters gleam, jobs created by the hand, a hopeful, vital scheme. Oh, the rails of Gimli stretching on, a ribbon through the land, from CPR's reluctant dawn, a profitable helping hand. Cream and eggs and crates so high, to Winnipeg they'd roll, a job for me beneath the sky, to play my youthful role. Back on track, the town would chime, through every hardship faced, a steady rhythm, beat and rhyme, life's purpose re-embraced. The Wyatt curve by Rona's trace, through Stringers down the street, past Badal's south wing, finding its space where farmers' markets meet. The lighthouse watched a silent guard as freighters came to shore, a Christmas card forever starred, depicting times of yore. Though short it lived, that harbor line, not profit inevitable, it's true. The lake short season, a design for business to eschew. Perhaps no loss for Hannah's peace, no train horns daily sound, but in those jobs a sweet release, where honest work was found. Things turned around in 41, a promise in the air, that spur line built beneath the sun relieved a heavy care. Oh, the rails of Gimli stretching on a ribbon through the land, from CPR's reluctant dawn, a profitable helping hand. Cream and eggs in crates so high, to Winnipeg they'd roll, a job for me beneath the sky, to play my youthful role. Back on track, the town would chime, through every hardship faced, a steady rhythm, beat and rhyme, life's purpose re-embraced. Everyone loves a mystery, some solved with ease, others remain hidden, lost in the breeze.
JFK, JR, questions still stand,
A list never ending across the whole land.
my father told stories of a man hungry and broke.
Emma would feed him with kindness, she spoke.
Well spoken and wondrous, then one day he's gone.
Grandparents' secret till the break of the dawn. To the grave it went with them, his identity sealed, a mystery remaining, never revealed. Oh, Black Island mystery, the plot thickens deep, of silver coin, hidden secrets to keep, a life mill's payroll, a daring old plan, buried treasure waiting for a forgotten man. A modern day mystery, your friend then did say, two men robbed Jefferson's laugh mill one day.
40 years prior, a fisherman's tale,
Black Island's forest, through sun and through hail.
across from Hecla, magnificent sight.
Jefferson's mill burning so bright,
Laughing stud making before Gyprock's new age.
nailing wood studs, turning a new page. Plastered and decorated with wallpaper and paint, the business it flourished, no sign of complaint. Oh, Black Island mystery, the plot thickens deep, of silver coin, hidden secrets to keep, a laugh mill's payroll, a daring old plan, buried treasure waiting for a forgotten man. The SS Kenora to Black Island would sail, to load up the laugh through wind and through gale.
The captain
song.
The plot, it thickens as stories unfold.
Two criminal mended, daring and bold, to rob the payroll when Kenora would land, bury the silver in sawdust so grand. Oh, Black Island mystery, the plot thickens deep, of silver coin, hidden secrets to keep. A laugh mill's payroll, a daring old plan, buried treasure waiting for a forgotten man. Escape by boat, to Hecla they'd flee, return in the night for their booty to see. A great story told, but no one has heard, researched and called every single word. From John Selkirk to Dave Thomasson's call, no light on the story, no answers at all.
A mystery lingers on Lake Winnipeg's shore.
Buried treasure waiting for Evan Man.
In Gimli, a museum, a brass spittoon I found from the Como Hotel on hallowed ground. My father remembered the beer parlor's cheer, Mr. Shea's brew flowing, no ladies were near. Chewing tobacco and snuff a man's rightful way, a need for that brass at the close of the day. I'd forgotten the hotel from Foyfine's fierce light, when flames danced and roared in the long winter night. Oh, the Como Hotel, a memory so clear, a beacon of smoke banishing all fear. From 7th and Center, where history did dwell, the blaze of 45, a story to tell. Built after CPR came in 1906, the Icelandic hotel, then Gimli with tricks. Then the Como, its last name from where it's not known. John Kristjanson bought it, his legacy sown. From Shea's brewery he came a Winnipeg man. He ran it till 36, part of Gimli's grand plan. My mother worked there in the early 30s, she'd say a piece of our past from a bygone day. Oh, the Como Hotel, a memory so clear, a beacon of smoke banishing all fear. From 7th and Central, where history did dwell, the blaze of 45, a story to tell. New Year's Day, 45, 10 a.m.'s loud demand. Ellie Anderson calling, with fire close at hand. The Como's ablaze, he cried through the door. Volunteers needed, come help us once more. Few telephones, then so he ran on his feet. 4 blocks away, smoke on Gimli's cold street. I was just 9, never seen such a sight. Dad said, come along, but stay out of the fight. Across from the CPR station, I watched the wild scene. The 2nd floor, north end, where the fire had been. A daisy chain bucket brigade from the artesian well. RCAF pumpers arrived, breaking the spell. 2 miles for refills, no hydrants around. The wooden structure burning, consuming the ground. Salvage what you can, the cry echoed loud from the men-only parlor through the smoke-laden cloud. Oh, the Como Hotel, a memory so clear, a beacon of smoke bashing all fear. From 7th and Center, where history did dwell, the blaze of 45, a story to tell. Kegs rescued and furniture piled in the lot. Then the RCAF chief called, this battle is fought. Volunteers watch with tears in their eyes as their beloved watering hole ascended to skies. A dog team approached, a hero so bold. Errol Flynn Hare cut a story untold. He loaded the kegs with a wink and a grin. A week-long party followed where the revels would begin. The hotel burned down, a spectacular sight, and the spittoon found new life in the fading firelight. May 57, 20 years old. First year at college, a story untold. Funds running low, a job I must find. 5 months to earn to leave worries behind. Jobs were so scarce, but friends had to leave. Trans-Canada pipeline planting the seed. To Port Arthur bound work starting right then. At constructions beginning with hopeful young men. They called me the boss man, the name it would stick. Through fire and forest, a job done so quick. On beans to find steak, a fortune I'd find. A summer of lessons left nothing behind. Greyhound ticket bought, parents tried to dissuade. Father slipped money, 100 he made. 500 miles rolling the country so dry. In Port Arthur, news waited beneath a hot sky. Friends had their jobs, but fire hazard high. Work on the pipeline delayed by and by. Basement accommodation, a generous hand. Prospects were slim across the dry land. They called me the boss man, the name it would stick. Through fire and forest, a job done so quick. From beans to fine steak, a fortune I'd find. A summer of lessons left nothing behind. A week without work, my stomach would growl. Check cash for beans, no time to scowl. Daily to office for news we would wait. Past lands and forests sealed by fate. Old chum Ray, a game warden so keen. Reassigned for fire, a challenging scene. Fought fires, he asked, we'll need people soon. Knocking my door beneath the full moon. Seeing our train haul a fire so vast. Horner Payne Township built to long last. Camp clerk they needed remote was the site. Ray recommended me with all of his might. Government's press gang from beer parlors wide. Able-bodied
able-bodied men with nowhere to hide. Volunteers, voluntold all gathered near. 200 Hungarians banishing fear. Net empty stomachs, the fare was so grand. Huge pans of steak across the whole land. Veggies and juice, potatoes and fire. Bacon and eggs reaching higher and higher. From beans and toast, a lottery won. Chef Pierre from Montreal till the day was all done. Too many girlfriends broke in Port Arthur's embrace. A temporary assignment in this wild, remote place. Shorthand experience served me so well. Radio, payroll, a story to tell. Ordering supplies, medical aid too. Hot meals for crews, seeing them through. On a recent weekend, my hobby I'd chase. Postcard collecting in Gimlet's own space. At the farmer's market by the harbor so grand, where CPR's terminus once graced the land. Through well-stocked wares, a photo I'd see of Camp Sparling's past for all eyes to be. Named for a cleric, a college's pride, part of fresh air camps with nothing to hide. Sparling in South Beach, Robertson up north, Morton in Lakeside, sending joy forth. Mighty Brit and Salvation Army in Sandy Hook's embrace, giving disadvantaged kids a much-needed space. Oh, Camp Sparling, a haven so true, fresh air and nourishment for me and for you. A movement of kindness, a spirit so bright, bringing hope to the children with all of its might. The movement began in England's old call. Camp spread through Manitoba, standing so tall. Grateful for research by Burns and Goldsboro, their efforts revealing a beautiful glow. CPI pushed its rails to Lake Winnipeg's shore, reaching Gimli in '06 and so much more. Pristine beaches, open, affordable land for fresh air camps across the whole land. Camp Sparling built around 1911, a city block size, a glimpse into heaven. Main building so large from the lake, set back far, a lawn in the front like a shining bright star. Slope to a sand beach, magnificent and wide. 80 mothers and children with nowhere to hide. Oh, Camp Sparling, a haven so true, fresh air and nourishment for me and for you. A movement of kindness, a spirit so bright, bringing hope to the children with all of its might. Original formula, mothers and kids, helping with care, fulfilling their bids. 2 weeks they would stay, a much needed break, over 1,000 each summer, for goodness sake. From CPR station on Center and Highway 9 to camp at Hanson Ave, a beautiful sign. 3/4 of a mile the weary would roam, passing our home on their journey to home. On a hot and rainy day, a group came along, muddy road passing, singing their song. Farmers donated milk, eggs, and more. Trouble was looming at Sparling's own door. Buildings built low when water was down. Lake began rising in Gimli's small town. Stratton and Couture fought hard with the lake, cottages underwater for goodness sake. Too big to move, the church tried its hand. Breakwater built across the wetland.
The inner lakes call a harsh decree for settlers brave and true, with
meager means for all to see, they carve the living through. Necessity inventions, Mom, in that cold, icy land, when rubber boots would lose their calm on glare ice close at hand.
No grip to set, no pull to make the nets beneath the sheen. A challenge for the frozen lake, a truly icy scene.
The blacksmith's forge, a smoky haze would shape the iron true. Downward points in myriad ways for traction fresh and new. From horse tack scraps, a clever bind to hold the metal tight. A piece of net they'd intertwine to make the laces right. November chill, the lake at rest, the north wind's cooling plea. By Christmas break, a frozen test, 6 inches deep, you see.
Oh, creepers, creepers, hear their name from old country's wise lore. Bent metal points, a fiery flame to grip the icy floor, with the rivet strong in belt in old or Model T's. Worn tire, a sideline rope, a story told, igniting winter's fire. When the going got tough, the tough would lace their creepers firm and fast, no longer slipping from their place, a grip that's built to last.
I remember well that fateful fall on glare ice hard and cold, trying to help through nature's thrall, a 30-fathom net untold. My bum found ice, a sudden jolt, no grip, no hold at all. To the caboose, a silent bolt, I answered nature's call. Creepers on a comfort new, back to the task I sped. The smooth ice conquered, brave and true, by wisdom from the dead.
100 years, the smaller one from Albert's pointed cane, across Humbug Bay beneath the sun, preserving its ancient name. My brother Robert, strong and keen, from handy parts he made a long repair, a winter's queen, a promise unafraid.
Even today with snow machines, the fishers still rely on creepers for their icy scenes beneath the northern sky. Oh, creepers, creepers, hear their name from old country's wise lore. Bent metal points, a fiery flame to grip the icy floor, with the rivet strong and belting old or Model T's. Worn tire, sideline rope, a story told, igniting winter's fire. When the going got tough, the tough would lace their creepers firm and fast, no longer slipping from their place, a grip that's built to last. Each morning I start with a black cup so deep, a cup of Joe brewing secrets to keep, named for Josephus Daniels, a ban on the rum. Strongest drink on warships till the day was all done, savoring aroma, the nectar of gods, reminded of Icelanders defying all odds. In coffee always at hand, offered to visitors across the whole land. On the lake, rough or calm, the brew would still flow, a comforting presence, a familiar glow. Oh, cup of joe by the lake, Winnipeg shore, a taste of tradition forever and more. From simple beginnings, a memory so true, the warmth of the coffee seeing us through. Fall and winter fishing at Albert's Point Camp, with family and kin, no flickering lamp. Father and Hannah's home, August 1st day. From Whitefish up north, then a week to just play, preparing the gear for seasons ahead. Kitchen outfits, packed every anchor and net. Nothing left to chance, no phones, no big store. If forgotten, you'd manage and ask for no more. The two brothers, Ted and Hans, with sisters so dear, Annie and Sophie, dispelling all fear. Oh, cup of joe by the lake, Winnipeg shore, a taste of tradition forever and more. From simple beginnings, a memory so true, the warmth of the coffee seeing us through. Two families as one in mid-August, bright sun. Kids in preschool loaded, their journey begun, with 2 weeks of supplies on the gas boat they'd ride. A motor now humming with the lake by its side. Hired man, axes, saws, nails, hammers and spikes, lumber for docks, fulfilling their likes. Supplies to follow on the supply boat's trip, but first the dock built before the big ship. MV Barney Thomas with gear and with food, coffee and fishermen, a brotherhood good. Oh, cup of joe by the lake, Winnipeg shore, a taste of tradition forever and more. From simple beginnings, a memory so true, the warmth of the coffee seeing us through. Coffee, a treasure on the lake's open span, ensuring sufficient part of the plan. 25-pound boxes from J.J.H. McLean, a cheesecloth bag soaked again and again, sewn to a copper hoop, the socket was named. Ground coffee added its rich flavor proclaimed. More spoonfuls for stronger, a robust dark brew. Boiling water poured slowly for me and for you. The result, a delicious warm cup of joe, a taste of the past, a comforting flow. Sock method continued in the city's embrace. My father born in Gimli's Hold in 1912. 91 years his story's told of Lake Winnipeg where he delved. A fisherman through seasons 3, he knew the water's mood and shared his tales for all to see of people bad and good. Drunken Point, a curious name in Arna's by the shore. Two versions heard to stake its claim and tell us what it's for. Oh, Drunken Point where spirits flew in times of old and new, from voyagers with rum-filled crew to freighters passing through. A landmark known, a joyful halt, where laughter filled the air. A little point without a fault, a place beyond compare. Settlers long ago, the Hudson Bay trade route, from Fort Garry a steady flow, the York boats would set out to Nelson River, far away to York factories embrace. 2 days from Garry, come what may, they'd reach this special place. A tiny river joining the lake, their happy hour begun. A keg or two for goodness sake beneath the setting sun. Oh, Drunken Point where spirits flew in times of old and new, from voyagers with rum-filled crew to freighters passing through. A landmark known, a joyful halt, where laughter filled the air. A little point without a fault, a place beyond compare. Hudson Bay rum, a shining star at stopping places found. 25 miles, a journey span to barns with stalls so wide. A welcoming host, a helping man with drinks they'd gladly ride. At Arna's a point they held so dear, a popular friendly face, a bottle shared dispelling fear in that enchanting place. Extended stops for extra cheer as happiness would bloom. Some temperance folk with frowns so clear saw only shades of gloom. They named it Drunken Point with spite, a label hard and fast. But memories bright still shine so light from a passing parade of the past. Oh, Drunken Point where spirits flew in times of old and new, from voyagers with rum-filled crew to freight Round Kristjanson's corner, parade steady beat. 43rd time marching, a joyous grand feat. 30,000 strong, in Gimli they came. A silent thank you to those who built fame. To Terry and Brian, and hundreds untold, for this 3-day festival, a story unfolds.
69, back in Winnipeg,
a new path I trod, with Holly and Callan, a true gift from God.
even by my side, the day filled with glee, hooked once again on what Gimli could be.
Next year pancakes with Marge, a crude happy art, hand mixed by the grill, playing a friendly part. With Olson's water, old friends we would greet. Then John Kristjanson and I on the sports committee. After 71, Terry, Brian and I discussed 3 days beneath the white sky, to draw out of towners the festival's fate. Free admission, a revolutionary gate.
Val d'Arneson, board president, a friend through and through. Though some had reservations, they agreed to the view.
Now how to fill 2 days with full-time work strain, stock market falling and Ottawa's pain, RCAF base closure, an economic blow. But strength in our volunteers made the festival grow. BC Packers stock, a beer garden's new home. Gord Peterson in charge, where good times would roam. Yacht club's regatta, Kinsman's barbecue too. A Saturday impression, vivid and new.
Terry Ashbridge, Susan, a fish derby's delight. Prizes from merchants, shining so bright.
A bathtub race needed to fill up the bay. My father's skiff, a Viking ship's play. Halder's design, Eve and sail, Robert's gas. To Charleswood we sail, a sight to surpass. No prize but pictures, in papers they flew. With Salmonson, Bristow, Sigurdsson too. Kinsman's costumes, a Red River prize won. Publicity blooming till the day was all done.
Paratroopers agreed to jump in the bay. Jerry Johnson's plane saved the festival's day.
Pancake breakfast, a walled enclosure we built. Hydro's griddle, a fuse quickly spilt. Zeke Valgardson, magician, with Ralph and with Al. More grill space was needed for one and for all. Shriner's grills found by Bud's guiding hand. Wind blew out flames, but Eddie's plywood stood grand. Ecumenical service in the park's gentle grace. Inkthor and Father Hoax in that beautiful place.
72 program, events filled with cheer. Road
Fireworks, 1,000, a staggering cost. Tom Stephanson's dances, no money was lost. Tea Parade.
In 1950, the chance came to be the Kristjanson brothers for Booth Fisheries. George Island called in Lake Winnipeg's north.
15 miles east shore, 200 miles forth. Best whitefish ground to challenge so grand. No shelter from winds across the vast land.
Lobbied for years a harbor they craved.
Federal government finally gave.
Granite blasted, a channel was made. Swamp dredged deep for boats unafraid.
Oh, George's Island, a memory's call. From bustling stations to standing so tall. A trip of remembrance on water so wide,
Where echoes of fishing forever revive. Harbor created, 4 stations arose. Bjornson and Gimli, as everyone knows. Canadian fish and booths, strong and true.
35 sailboats, a bustling crew. Then gas boats replaced them with power and might. 4 men per vessel from morning till night.
Shore personnel added cooks, helpers, and more.
150 souls on that distant shore.
June 1st to August, the season would run. 14 and 50, my journey begun.
Oh, George's Island, a memory's call.
From bustling stations to standing so tall.
A trip of remembrance on water so wide,
Where echoes of fishing forever revive. MS Goldfield, a 24 hide. Captain and crew with a trick they would hide. 10 boats at our station with shore hands galore.
6 hands, 3 cooks, and a manager. What's more, joined older brother Robert, learned task with a grin, loosening ice blocks from deep down within.
Down to the crusher that layered on fish.
Stored in the cooler for filling each wish.
Twice weekly pickup to Selkirk they'd go. More tasks to keep operations aglow.
Oh, George's Island, a memory's call.
From bustling stations to standing so tall.
A trip of remembrance on water so wide,
Where echoes of fishing forever abide. In 69, Mercury scare to an end. Government panic shut down the lake.
livelihood threatened, for goodness sake.
Faceless, the scared pass fast and light.
Lake reopened with new morning's light. Licenses reduced, a new marketing board.
Fish companies gone by government's word.
So bare they were, a few stations would stay.
The rest to be bulldozed and vanish away.
Oh, George's Island, a memory's call. From bustling stations to standing so tall. A trip of remembrance on water so wide,
Where echoes of fishing forever abide.
skeleton staff, a scheduled pact. Robert called me, come see it, he said.
Before it disappears, a thought in my head. Victor Sigurdsson, Captain, passage headland. No pranks this time, a journey to mend.
Can't go home again, the old saying is true.
Memories collided with sights strange and new.
Abandoned buildings reclaimed by the bush. No hustle, no bustle, just quiet, a hush. Ice machine replaced it, a feeling of end. A short visit with work to attend. 5,000 pounds dressed jackfish for France. Robert knew where to take his best chance.
We're dead.
On South Beach deck in October's light, the lake stretched out, a magnificent sight. My grandson called with history's plea. Where did our ancestors come from, Grandpa, tell me?
They didn't step off a plane as new arrivals do, but sailed on ships, their dreams breaking through.
Your cousin Leif Erikson started to say, 50 times removed from a distant day, to lands old meadows 1,000 years past. He cut me short, his patience wouldn't last.
No, Grandpa, more recent, just a page or two.
So I opened the Gimli saga to keep my facts true. From Iceland shores, a grand saga spun. New beginnings under Canada's sun. The red rivers flow and prairies wide sweep. A legacy of courage the heart will forever keep. For those who journey brave and bold.
My grandfather, Sigurdsson, 79, in Skagafjordur, a life's early sign. His father, Kristjan, at 28, gone. Great-grandmother struggled from dusk until dawn. Hannes and Ingeborg adopted him then. He sailed to Canada, never saw his own family again.
To Reykjavik, then Scotland, his first train he saw. From Quebec City, by train defying all law. Steamer to Duluth, then Grand Forks by rail. A paddle wheel to Winnipeg, through wind and through hail. Down the Red River to Gimli, in 85 he arrived. At 14 fishing, S. Kristjanson and Sons thrived. From Iceland shores, a grand saga spun. New beginnings under Canada's sun. Through red rivers flow and prairies wide sweep. A legacy of courage the heart will forever keep. For those who journey brave and bold. if you're the zone. Also born a 7'9", a seed bravely sown. Her parents to Canada in '82 they came. Kinmount, Ontario, a mother's last name. Left an infant, a father's hard choice. With an aunt in Arbor, she found a new voice. The Gimli saga, a centennial's art. Matheson, Arbor, Lunda etched in the heart. Pioneer struggles with scurvy and fear, a vivid reminder year after year. Our good fortune as Canadians, we hold it so dear. Their sacrifices echo loud and clear.
Twas Christmas Eve, 57 winter soft side, off the bus at Central Bakery beneath Gimli sky. From United College, home for the break, sorting mail in Winnipeg, for goodness sake. Dump trucks of cards, a festive array, grateful for work, but happy to play. Father met me, a stop at Beetle, he said, to see dear Alma before going to bed. Beetle wants Lakeview, a hotel's old grace, purchased by ladies, a sacred new place. First Lutheran church, in 15 it began, a senior's home founded, part of their plan. After Emma's visit, to the dining room we went. Two senior men waiting, their warm greeting sent. A Mickey from Father, a Christmas toast shared, in Icelandic words, a moment they cared. Then a tune they offered, with joy in their eyes, and Hardfish revealed a welcome surprise. Hardfish rocking on Christmas Eve night, a fiddle accordion, a festive warm light, old Icelandic songs, a voice strong and true, the spirit of Gimli shining right through. Hardfish a staple from settlers of old, cured cod from Iceland, a story untold. From Lake Winnipeg, the lowly Mariah, even today, good Hardfish, no need to deny her. Smoke tastes like salmon, a curious delight, but pick
fish from Robert at Albert's Point cured. As hard as steel, its texture assured. To eat you must hammer, then tear with your teeth. But musicians had neither from underneath. So under their rockers, the hard fish they placed and played and they rocked with joy and with haste. My father then sang with a marvelous voice old Icelandic songs, making all hearts rejoice. Resident staff and cats gathered near, drawn by the music or hard fish so clear. No easy entertainment in those days so long. This impromptu concert, a beautiful song. I handed out hard fish, the staff found a mallet. For those who couldn't rock, a delightful new palette. In the car, father asked, did you save us a piece?
The forest burned, then Mother Nature's rain quenched Ontario's fire, washing away the pain. To Port Arthur, pay in hand, a shower was my plea. My clothes still smoked, luck for me brought new work wild and free. The pipeline office rock shield crew, a heavy hot demand, 200 pounds in summer's hue across the dusty land. Powder monkey, he got blown, they said, with casual fright. My spot-on shield crew still was mine beneath the summer light. Pipeline science tried and true, a 6-foot trench we made on Canadian shield with foresight to the ground was rearranged. From Hamilton, the pipe arrived in 60-foot long lengths. The stringers came, the D7 thrived with all its pulling strings. A mile of pipe each day we laid, that X-ray lowered down, with concrete blocks where marshes swayed across the rugged town. The wire brush flew a Ford car's fate, the brothers' wild design. He blew up dams, sealed the highway's gate, a front page crazy sign. Oh, that lucky summer, a pipeline dream, from forest fires to a flowing stream. A mile a day through rock and shield, a summer's tale on life's wide field. fly season without end, a hot breakfast instead. A grave digger union man signed up the labor's fast, a 3-day strike part of the plan with dues that surely last. In doghouse comfy homeward bound on Cumberland Street we rolled, stomping Tom Connors on the ground, a story to be told. The job was done with summer's tide to Toronto for the CNE, with Bernie off to Chicago side, a wild journey for us free. Cicero, Illinois, the mob's dark call, U.S. sailors warned us clear. Bottled beer to watch it all, dispelling every fear. We slept in orchards under stars, then CNE, a grand display. Hitchhiking home past city bars to Gimli far away. A school chum saved me on the road, a faster ride to Winnipeg. On North Main luck again bestowed my journey's final leg. 2 Air Force men from Gimli base, the very first car stopped before the sun had left its trace with wags. My journey dropped. Oh, that lucky summer, a pipeline dream, from forest fires to a flowing stream. A mile a day through rock and shield, a summer's tale on life's wide field. Said to me, then Humbuck Bay by boat, by morning's light, a shore a hand to keep the dream afloat.
Early freight boats on Winnipeg's waves, made of wood, steam powered through watery graves.
Burning wood first, so cheap and so near, then coal for less labor, banishing fear.
But fire was a danger, always in sight. Many good ships lost in the dark, stormy night. History whispers of vessels consumed by flames on the Great Lake, their destinies doomed.
OMS Red Diamond, a legend so grand, from steel and from timber, across the wide land.
Through calm and through tempest, she'd carry the load, a link to the south on Lake Winnipeg's road.
The 50s arrived with steel hulls in demand, accepted as better by every sure hand.
In early spring ice, no holes to be punched, maintenance lesson, no planks to be crunched.
Booth Fisheries rescued a tug from Thunder Bay, cut up and loaded to travel its way.
To Perse's boat works in Selkirk it came, a jigsaw assembled to build up her fame. Trim Lake freighter with wooden top deck, named MS Red Diamond, no sign of a wreck. In Selkirk she'd bring mail and newspapers, a vital link.
For years this continued, a steady, true pace, until 69's Mercury scare closed the lake's face.
No longer needed, declared surplus and sold to Poplar River's group, a new story untold. Hauling general freight to settlements far, caught in a storm south of Barron's bright star.
Wooden superstructure, weakened by years, stove in by a rogue wave, confirming all fears.
Propane tanks torn, flattened with might, water and fire consumed in the night.
To the engine room blazing, the engineer fled.
Captain's order, abandon the ship, he then said. The Red Diamond roared, not ready to yield, full throttle in circles across the lake's field.
Crew tried the lifeboat with inexperience's plight.
Old age or no drills, it wouldn't take flight. Ship near exploding, an axe found its way. Davits were slashed to launch it that day. Still
Blazing and circling, at full speed she'd go, spotted by fishermen from Catfish Point's glow.
rescued they were from the storm's angry tide. Red Diamond drifted with nowhere to hide. To Pigeon Point North, her inglorious end, a proud lake freighter, a faithful old friend. Summer of '51, a sweet passing dream. Whitefish season ended, or so it would seem.
Though fishermen tried, the catch was so low. Second week of August, time for us to go.
Our island home since June's early light, leaving George Island into the long night.
The MS Buck loaded a slow, steady pace.
8 knots her top speed in that watery space.
A day and a night till Gimli would reach her last wooden journey along the lake beach. Oh, MS Buck, a workhorse so true. Through decades of service for me and for you,
From logs to fresh, she carried the load, a proud wooden vessel on Lake Winnipeg's road. The crew felt nostalgic, her last trip they knew.
wooden boats fading for steel, hull so new.
15 years old, they'd kid me with glee. Keep your life belt handy for all eyes to see.
The trip to the south like glass was the lake. A beautiful journey for goodness sake.
MS Buck started in the 20s, her reign.
As SS Llewellyn through sunshine and rain.
Owned by the Howards from Howardville's shore. Winter logging operations, asking for more. Oh, MS Buck, a workhorse so true. Through decades of service for me and for you. From logs to fresh fish,
She carried the load, a proud wooden vessel on Lake Winnipeg's road. Near Little Grindstone, 0.5 miles from Hecla's embrace. Logs cut and placed in that icy cold place.
in springtime, Llewellyn would boom them with might.
Haul him to Riverton in morning's first light.
Up Icelandic River where Howard's mill stood. But 27, it burned for bad or for
Then
good.
fitted with gas, a new engine so grand, SS Llewellyn became MS across the whole land.
Hauling fish and freight up and down the lake span. A tireless worker, part of the plan. Oh, Miss Buck, a workhorse so true. Through decades of service for me and for you.
From logs to fresh fish, she carried the load, a proud wooden vessel on Lake Winnipeg's road. In 33 rebuilt with steel ribs so strong by John Chud the blacksmith where she belonged.
A broader beam given her cargo increased.
1,000 fish boxes, her burdens released.
A bigger engine completed her makeover done. In 35 booth fisheries, her new life begun.
An efficient workhorse, on time she would be. At George's Harbor entrance for all eyes to see.
Captain Reuben Marsh, supplies he would bring.
Gasoline boxes and groceries to sing.
Our catch taken south to be processed with care. Now replaced by red diamond, a steel hull so rare.
MS Buck stripped her motor, now gone. Small wheelhouse midships till the break of the dawn.
2 deckhands to steer her while towed through the waves.
Carrying coal north to water
goodness sake.
Iron's early song, a weapon keen for battle's bloody tide. Then peace arrived, a different scene, the axe became our guide. From settlers' hands to northern land, a tool both strong and true, to fell the trees at their command, for shelters fresh and new. Willow Point, the stories say, with axes on their back. HBC's fine craft is sway, no turning from this track. Oh, the ice of Lake Winnipeg, a frozen mighty shield from mid-November. No need to beg, its secrets are concealed. 4 feet deep, the axe would bite, but oh, the labor sore. Then came the needle bar, a new light to open up the floor. Chopping holes, a constant chore for nets beneath the flow. Spruce poles pushed and chopped once more, a hidden rope to throw. To lift the catch from icy keep, the frozen holes once free. But as the ice grew thick and deep, the axe couldn't succeed. Needle bar, a sharpened spear to loosen diamond hard. A clock-like motion banishing fear, a trick that wasn't barred. Oh, the ice of Lake Winnipeg, a frozen mighty shield from mid-November. No need to beg, its secrets are concealed. 4 feet deep, the axe would bite, but oh, the labor sore. Then came the needle bar, a new light to open up the floor. Tempo broke, a frequent plight, to Chud or Eliason's door. $5 for a new tip, gleaming bright, then shadow once some more. Foresight had failed, the problem stayed, till Lawrence Kernsted's plea. Car axles pounded unafraid, for days for all to see. Bastard file, my grandpa's word, when sharpening would begin. The cursing sound I'd often heard, a battle hard to win. Tom Affleck with a metallurgist's mind saw something better still. Alloys try to mold, define, to conquer every chill. Three-sided now, with flat side bowl, it loosens ice with grace. A grip improved, a story told in this harsh, icy place. Old tire tubes, a fishing chain, an eye bent at the top. No lost tools down in cold domain, where Mariah's help us stop. Oh, the ice of Lake Winnipeg, a frozen mighty shield from mid-November. No need to beg, its secrets all concealed. 4 feet deep, the axe would bite, but oh, the labor sore. Then came the needle bar, a new
light to open up the floor.
In the mid-50s I thought I knew it all. Quit school in grade 12, ready to stand tall. Adventure awaited the world I would see, but first earning money, setting my spirit free.
At Albert's Point on Humbug Bay shore, a shore hand at the station, doing chores and so much more. Shaving ice, packing fish, loading heavy freight. A beautiful fall and the north wind sealed our fate. Oh, the October storm, a dance wild and free, with a baby diamond battling the sea. From Humbug Bay's calm to the lake's angry swell, a journey of boxes, a story to tell.
The northern greenback pickerel, a welcome golden gleam, a better price they fetched a fisher's hopeful dream. But Dad, weather-wise, saw signs in the sky. The calm was departing as the storm drew nigh. By October's end, though the fishing was good, time to pack up the gear as we all understood. Uncle Hannah's loaded booth boat number 10 with care, while we waited for Captain Laxdal and the storm in the air. Oh, the October storm, a dance wild and free, with a baby diamond battling the sea. From Humbug Bay's calm to the lake's angry swell, a journey of boxes, a story to tell. Captain Laxdal, obsessed with timetables, his guide, a storm and inconvenience where his will would preside. The baby diamond Bob built strong for the fight, oak-ribbed and bolted through the darkening night. 200 boxes forward, a gray marine hummed true. She was a hauling machine pulling us through. 10 hours to Gimli, adventure had come. 8 fishermen, Boki and Seguro's just one. 2 skiffs tied behind with fishermen stern. As darkness descended, the waves began to churn. A call on the two-way from Berry Island's plea. Dempsey Valgertson needed help from the wild raging sea. Till a bees in abundance, a frantic mad sight. 100 pounds, a box in the Coleman lantern's light. Shoveling ice quickly, then nailing them shut. like Keystone cops working no mill. Oh, the October storm, a dance wild and free, with the baby diamond battling the sea. From Humbug Bay's calm to the lake's angry swell, a journey of boxes, a story to tell. Heave-ho with the boxes and waves crashing high, shoving them forward beneath the dark sky. Sigaro sought safety on the MS Red Diamond's deck, lifebelt done bravely, defying all wreck. Push hard by the wind through the night we did ride, Captain stoic and calm with no place to hide. Arrived safe at Gimli at the break of the day. Bone tired from boxes, I just wanted to pray. At Tip Top for groceries, Valdy Butch asked with a grin. Bag or a box, I gritted a bag. Let's begin.
Lake Winnipeg, 8,000 years old, a provider of fish, stories untold. Icelandic settlers from ages gone by still fish its vast waters beneath the wide sky. 9,000 square miles, an eyeglass design where winds move the water, a powerful sign. From south to north basin, the tide takes its hold. Currents cause problems for fishermen bold. Nets often lost in expense, hard to bear, replacing the gear with worry and care. Oh, the anchor, a fisherman's plea, holding the nets for all eyes to see. From stone to steel, a new way was found on Lake Winnipeg's waters firmly bound. The basic old method, a boulder so grand, found easily on shore out in the land. A rope wrapped around it, then loaded with might to the flat-bottom skiff in the morning's first light. To a spot on the lake where the nets would be set, a long rope was tied, no time to regret. To the stone and the net, a physical chore. At season's end they'd cut from the shore, leaving expensive Manila to sink in the deep, a loss for the fishermen's secrets to keep. Oh, the anchor, a fisherman's plea, holding the nets for all eyes to see. From stone to steel, a new way was found on Lake Winnipeg's waters firmly bound.
Then Trygve John Essen, a young man so keen, invented a cutter, a clever machine, submerged to the stone at the lake's murky floor. One snip and the anchor rope was cut free once more. But the major problem problems still lingered around, the time to procure where stone could be found. In 29, two brothers with vision so clear, Hannes and Ted Kristjanson, banishing fear. 16 and 14, they sought out a hand, a blacksmith named Jacob, to work with the land. Oh, the anchor, a fisherman's plea, holding the nets for all eyes to see. From stone to steel, a new way was found on Lake Winnipeg's waters firmly bound. Jacob Sigurdsson up to the task, from Iceland's minister a talent to ask. His clan inventive, industrious and bright, later a lathe mill, a wonderful sight. Fishing stations, freight boats on the lake they would roam, bringing their goods to every lake home. Ship anchors existed with just two mere hooks, unsuitable for nets as the current still shook. Heavy chains for ships, not practical for all, so Jacob designed to answer the call. Used successfully for years they would last. 4 hooks he designed, a revolutionary thought, so successful it's used for the battles he fought. The Kristjanson brothers, an agreement they made, 22 anchors, a price to be paid. $2 each anchor, a large sum back then. Jacob's work distinctive for all fishing men. An extra ring added on each anchor shaft, 12 for Hannes, 10 for Ted, a division so daft. Every net needs to a fisherman, will say, a reason for numbers to guide on their way. Used successfully for years, they would last.
China of childhood, just Sam and his chips. Encyclopedias, pages with pigtails and trips. Emperors and dynasties, old newsreels so grim.
But Uncle Pete's Life magazines filled to the brim. Back issues devoured each picture I trace. A thirst for knowledge in that faraway place. To travel the world, a dream took its hold. A story of wonder waiting to unfold. Explore from childhood, small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand, discovering wonders in a far distant land.
22,100,000 miles square.
From 50 small houses with bicycles rare. Now 4 million cars on ring roads they fly. A modern network reaching for the sky.
Mercedes bus luxury is billions we meet.
Dr. Norman Bethune, a Canadian greet. Forbidden cities, tales of emperors old. Now capitalism thrives, stories untold. The bucket list, a world to explore. From childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand. Discovering wonders in a far distant land. The Great Wall we climbed, immense and so old. Centuries of building, a story of gold. Hardships endured, thousands perished within. The largest of cemeteries where life used to spin. Jade factories, patience, the green stone they love. Dragons and mythical figures from heavens above. Pearl factories, beauty, a highlight for some. Millions of colors, a joy to become. Modern apartments, rows stretching wide. Tombing tombs we travel with nothing to hide. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore. From childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand. Discovering wonders in a far distant land. 500 million farmers, for good life they yearn. Climbing cranes franchise, a lesson to learn. Immense Buddha for crowds to behold. Buddhism's true faith, a story unfolds. Tiananmen Square, history's ground. Modern China's focus, where footsteps resound. Emperor's wisdom for commerce they build. Grand Canal flowing, no time to be spilled. Suzhou by canal boat, old town's narrow street. Marketplace bustling, the locals retreat. Silk factories, patience, years of design. Labor intensive, a beautiful sign. Pure silk items for many to bring. Delightful factory lunch, a joy it would
childhood, just Sam and his chips. Encyclopedia's pages with pigtails and trips. Emperors and dynasties, old newsreels so grim, but Uncle Pete's Life magazine's filled to the brim. Back issues devoured each picture I trace, a thirst for knowledge in that faraway place. To travel all the world, a dream took its hold, a story of wonder waiting to unfold. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore, from childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand, discovering wonders in a far distant land. Beijing airport, a dragon so vast, a glimpse of a nation built to long last. 22 million, 100 miles square, from 50 small houses with bicycles rare. Now 4 million cars on ring roads they fly, a modern network reaching for the sky. Mercedes bus luxury is billions we meet, Dr. Norman Bethune, a Canadian breed. Forbidden cities, tales of emperors old, now capitalism thrives, stories untold. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore, from childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand, discovering wonders in a far distant land. The Great Wall we climbed, immense and so old, centuries of building, a story of gold. Hardships endured, thousands perished within, the largest of cemeteries where life used to spin. Jade factories, patience, the green stone they love, dragons and mythical figures from heavens above. Pearl factories, beauty, a highlight for some, millions of colors, a joy to become. Modern apartments, rows stretching wide, to Ming tombs we travel with nothing to hide. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore, from childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand, discovering wonders in a far distant land. 500 million farmers, for good life they yearn, climbing cranes franchise, a lesson to learn. Immense Buddha for crowds to behold, Buddhism's true faith, a story unfolds. Tiananmen Square, history's ground, modern China's focus, where footsteps resound. Emperor's wisdom for commerce they build, Grand Canal flowing, no time to be spilled. Suzhou by canal boat, old town's narrow street, marketplace bustling, a local's retreat. Silk factories, patience, years of design, labor intensive, a beautiful sign. Pure silk items for many to bring, delightful factory lunch, a joy it would sing.
starting the day. Embroidery's masterpiece, 9 months to create. Shanghai's Wall Street, commerce and fate. Fastest train rides, a genuine goodbye John Deere had given beneath China's vast sky. China of childhood, just salmon is chips. Encyclopedia's pages with pigtails and trips. Emperors and dynasties, old newsreels so grim. But Uncle Pete's Life magazines filled to the brim. Back issues devoured each picture I'd trace. A thirst for knowledge in that faraway place. To travel the world, a dream took its hold. A story of wonder waiting to unfold. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore. From childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand. Discovering wonders in a far distant land. Beijing airport, a dragon so vast. A glimpse of a nation built to long last. 22,100,000 miles square. From 50 small houses with bicycles rare. Now 4 million cars on ring roads they fly. A modern network reaching for the sky. Mercedes bus luxury is billions we need. Dr. Norman Bethune, a Canadian greed. Forbidden cities, tales of emperors old. Now capitalism thrives, stories untold. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore. From childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand. Discovering wonders in a far distant land. The Great Wall, we climbed immense and so. Centuries of building a story of gold. Hardships endured, thousands perished within. The largest of cemeteries where life used to spin. Jade factories, patience, the greenstone they love. Dragons and mythical figures from heavens above. Pearl factories, beauty, a highlight for some. Millions of colors, a joy to become. Modern apartments, rows stretching wide. To Ming tombs we travel with nothing to hide. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore. From childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand. Discovering wonders in a far distant land. 500 million farmers for good life they yearn. Climbing Crane's franchise, a lesson to learn. Immense Buddha for crowds to behold. Buddhism's true faith, a story unfolds. Tiananmen Square, history's ground.
China's focus where footsteps resound. Emperor's wisdom for commerce they built. Grand Canal flowing, no time to be spilled. Says how by canal boat, old town's narrow street. Marketplace bustling, a local's retreat. Silk factories, patience, years of design. Labor intensive, a beautiful sign. Pure silk items for many to bring. Delightful factory lunch, a joy it would sing. Green tea's magic in valleys so deep, curing all ill secrets to keep. Hangzhou 5-star incredible stay. Breakfast amazing starting the day. Embroidery's masterpiece, 9 months to create. Shanghai's Wall Street commerce and fate. Fastest train rides, a genuine goodbye. John Deere hat given beneath China's vast sky.
China of childhood, just Sam and his chips. Encyclopedia's pages with pigtails and trips. Emperors and dynasties, old newsreels so grim. But Uncle Pete's Life magazines filled to the brim.
Back issues devoured each picture I trace. A thirst for knowledge in that faraway place. To travel the world, a dream took its hold. A story of wonder waiting to unfold.
Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore. From childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand. Discovering wonders in a far distant land. Beijing airport, a dragon so vast. A glimpse of a nation built to long last. 22 million, 100 miles square. From 50 small houses with bicycles rare.
Now 4 million cars on ring roads they fly. A modern network reaching for the sky. Mercedes bus luxury as billions we meet. Dr. Norman Bethune, a Canadian greed.
Forbidden cities, tales of emperors old. Now capitalism thrives, stories untold. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore. From China
and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand, discovering wonders in a far distant land. The Great Wall we climbed, immense and so old, centuries of building, a story of gold. Hardships endured, thousands perished within. The largest of cemeteries where life used to spin.
Jade factories, patience, the greenstone they love, dragons and mythical figures from heavens above. Pearl factories, beauty, a highlight for some. Millions of colors, a joy to become.
Modern apartments, rows stretching wide. To Ming tombs we travel with nothing to hide. Oh, the bucket list, a world to explore. From childhood small glimpses to so much and more. The view is worth climbing, the journey so grand, discovering wonders in a far distant land. Farmers for good life they earn. Climbing cranes franchise, a lesson to learn. Immense Buddha for crowds to behold. Buddhism's true faith, a story unfolds.
Tiananmen Square, history's ground. Modern China's focus where footsteps resound.
Canal boat, old town's narrow street. Marketplace bustling, a local's retreat. Silk factories, patience, years of design. Labor intensive, a beautiful sign. Pure silk items for many to bring. Delightful factory lunch, a joy it would sing.
Green tea's magic in valleys so deep, curing all ill secrets to keep. Hangzhou, five-star, incredible stay. Breakfast amazing, starting the day.
Embroidery's masterpiece, 9 months to create. Shanghai's Wall Street, commerce and fate. Fastest train rides, a genuine goodbye. John Deere had given beneath China's vast sky.
For 8,000 years, Lake Winnipeg's embrace, a constant food source, life-giving space.
From First Nations to French voyagers bold,
Hudson Bay Company, stories untold. Then New Iceland settlers with hearts strong and true, chased pickerel and whitefish, a bounty anew. But but winter brought challenges harsh and severe. How to set nets when the ice gripped in fear. Oh, the running pole, a struggle and strain through 4 feet of ice. Again and again with balsam and spruce, pushed out of sight, a slow freezing battle day into night. Then came the jigger, a genius design, a better solution, a true winner sign. 10-foot poles tied a laborious chore, chiseling holes and chiseling more.
The net 240 feet long,
Pulled like a curtain where it didn't belong. The poles often wandered, a frustrating fate. Thin boards were better, but only a bit late. The wind howled its fury, the cold bit and stung. A better solution for a song to be sung. Oh, the running pole, a struggle and strain through 4 feet of ice. Again and again with balsam and spruce, pushed out of sight, a slow freezing battle day into night. Then came the jigger, genius design, a better solution, a true winner sign. In 1912 from Saskatchewan it came, a 2x8 plank with a purpose and name. An articulated arm of iron so keen, a sharp point for digging, a marvelous machine.
You jig it like cod with a pull and a sway.
The plank moved forward, lighting up the day. The jigger they called it, and still to this hour
it conquers the ice with its simple, strong power.
though electric and molded have had their brief run, the original jigger is still #1.
Like fishing families across the wide land.
We make our own jiggers by our very own hand. Chris and young Trevor, with pride in their eyes, hold up their creation beneath winter skies. Though 40 below and winds bite and blow, the fishers just smile, no waves down below. Oh, the running pole, a struggle and strain through 4 feet of ice. Again and again with balsam and spruce, pushed out of sight, a slow freezing battle day into night.
Then came the jigger, a genius design,
A better solution, a true winner sign.
July of '52, a summer bright and clear, at George Island on Lake Winnipeg, banishing all fear. But the barometer climbed a signal in the sky. An Arctic high was brewing, a temperat's drawing nigh. The nor'wester struck at 9 after coffee's warm embrace. A chilling wind descended, changing summer's happy face. We felt safe in our harbor, built strong by government hand, protected by the ridges, a refuge on the land. Oh, the night the keen aurora called a voice across the air. From raging Lake Winnipeg, a burden hard to bear. A legend on the water, battling the mighty gale, bringing weary at 4. Though Ned stayed on the shore, the storm had deepened colder than before. 2 freighters sought our haven, the J.R. Spear, Luana too. Their captains found a comfort from schedules overdue. I manned the store accounts for Dad and the manager, with 32 fishermen and 15 more in blur. Our radio hummed constant, a lifeline in the night. Transmissions filled the air, bathed in the plant's soft light. Oh, the night the keen aurora called a voice across the air. From raging Lake Winnipeg, a burden hard to bear. A legend on the water, battling the mighty gale, bringing weary passengers a harrowing, untold tale. At 8, a voice broke through, Icelandic, calm and deep. SS Kenora calling, do you read, do you keep? The store fell silent, a graveyard in the hush. My father's steady answer, calming the sudden rush. Everyone is tired, seasick from the spray. We're bringing her to harbor, clearing Armstrong's way. 2 boats readied quickly for rescue just in case. Whispers filled the air, where had she found her place? Willard from the lighthouse, he knew her midnight run. She passed here hours ago, beneath the setting sun. Word spread like wildfire to the island's northern side, to glimpse the grand old lady with the battle she had tied. My brother and I boarded a scene of disarray, cargo strewn and scattered after a fearsome day. The captain and first mate, their faces drawn and pale, told of poplar reefs and how they fought the gale. Oh, the night the keen aurora called a voice across the air. From raging Lake Winnipeg, a burden hard to bear. A legend on the water, battling the mighty gale, bringing weary passengers a harrowing, untold tale. A piano played all night as passengers sang along through a storm-tossed nightmare where they truly belong. Then south to George's Island, a safe port in the storm. The Kenora had made it, battered but still warm. The hawser wrapped the prop, a final tense repair. But stories now were born beyond compare. Some would not continue, but tales they'd surely tell of the night the Kenora called and broke the storm.